It's a very nice chance to attend here and talk about our new technology.
The opportunity to network with like-minded individuals who are understanding the demands associated with FLNG development has been excellent.
The FLNG Congress, where there are like-minded people you meet, you share thoughts and ideas, you develop thought leadership, and also the key issue is you get yourself updated on what is happening in the industry.
It is a challenge to get project financing involving the banks for FLNG projects because it's still new. There are challenges and uncertainties.
And we looked at the program and we saw the important speakers that were involved. We would like to get a picture or an impression of the potential of the FLNG technology in the future.
I think it's one of the key events, annual events happening in Singapore. The kind of mix of attendees is quite good. It's the kind of people that we would like to meet and interact with and understand.
I'm very interested to hear the predictions of the various attendees with respect to not the problems but the challenges which are possibly going to surface in the future with respect to construction and commissioning and perhaps later operation of these units. That will give us the opportunity to develop and tailor our services towards those challenges.
I think we're at the cusp of significant development of FLNG. We've got now 4 projects have been sanctioned and under development. I think within 10 years we could have 20. And so it's a very interesting area of the LNG market. But it's also the time to really have a dialogue with not just the sponsors, the technology providers, etc. Because we still need to address some of the questions that arose a couple of years ago. Will it work?
Quite frankly, it's a long-term game that will probably keep us occupied for the next 4 to 5 years.
It's very good for those who are basically from the oil majors because they are the one having the resources, so they can basically having the market research with regards to the FLNG players. Yeah.
We'd like to see more regulators or government officials or policymakers participate in events like this because it's very valuable to hear firsthand from them as to what they think about their particular countries and how the policies are evolving.
Many of the frontrunners seem to be going for mammoth FLNG vessels worth at least $2 billion and up, with projects surpassing each other, often in size. What is your opinion on this, and at what size do you think FLNG will be most economical?
I believe the answer to that question really is client-driven or location-driven. So I think there's a big misnomer just because it's FLNG that people compare the really large projects like Shell Prelude to some of the smaller scale ones. It really depends upon what the gas composition is and also very much the environment. So I'm not sure it's necessarily scalable. Bigger is not always better. And the other very important factor is what is the ultimate downstream market in terms of what types of ships or how you're going to be offloading. So for us, basically, that's why we're interested in the smaller scale.
Thank you. Mr. Duncan Clegg, can you share more about the FLNG solutions that HERG has to offer the market?
Yeah, well, we've been working on FLNG solutions probably for the last 6 or 7 years now. We started off with the larger ship-shaped vessels based on LNG carriers, and we still carry them in the portfolio of designs that we have. But more recently, we've moved into smaller scale barge-based structure ships of the range from 500,000 tonnes per annum to 2 million tonnes per annum. Quite frankly, we see that as a more affordable and more practical, more financeable concept for developing small fields.
Many of the frontrunners seem to be going for mammoth FLNG vessels worth at least $2 billion and up, with projects surpassing each other, often in size. What is your opinion on this, and at what size do you think FLNG will be most economical?
Well, I think most economical size it depends who you are. Basically, it's only the majors who can really finance the big FPSOs, LNG FPSOs, I should say. And they're a lot more than $2 billion. You'll be looking $4 billion upwards. And for most of the mid caps and smaller caps, that just puts them out of their league of financeability. So I think the future is going to be in the smaller scale, the 0.5 to 1 or up to 2 million tonnes per annum, and multiples of those vessels. For instance, you can see smaller players being able to finance a 500,000 tonne per annum barge or a 1 million tonne per annum barge, and then as that concept is proven, they can add another 1 million tonne per annum barge to it if their supplies are sufficient. I think that is the way certainly the smaller scale LNG market will develop.
And what are your plans for FLNG investment in the next 5 years?
Well, that's going to be very dependent on who we deal with and what the opportunities actually look like. But we're certainly going to be continuing to put most of our focus on the 0.5 to 1 million tonne and up to 2 million tonne per annum barges. That's certainly where we see the most opportunity in the market at the moment. And quite frankly, it's a long-term game that will probably keep us occupied for the next 4 to 5 years.
And what do you think is the most valuable takeaway from this year's event?
I think it's the networking opportunity. Certainly meeting people, some of whom you've known for a long time, catching up, but others who are new and come with fresh ideas and reinvigorate your own thinking. It's quite useful.
Drew you to attend the FLNG World Congress this year?
Yeah, of course, obviously we are building 2 FLNG now. Of course, we would like to know the trend of FLNG market, what's happening around the world, what is happening, behind us, because we keep focusing on our project. We need to know what others are doing as well. Yeah.
What do you think is the most valuable takeaway from this year's event?
Yeah, of course, definitely we need networking with the players, and of course we have many parties interested in this kind of project. It's a niche technology project, so we have many vendors interested in this kind of new technology application.
In your opinion, what would the shape of the industry look like in the next 5 to 10 years?
Okay, I guess for the FLNG, it's obviously becoming like the trend of FPSOs last time, because I think I remember for the last 10 years nobody believed in FLNG, but nowadays so many companies interested, especially the oil majors, in order to monetize the stranded gas field or maybe their available resources by having FLNG. So I guess it's going to be following the trend of FPSOs. Yeah.
What are some of the current challenges that the industry is facing, and what can be done to overcome these challenges?
Yeah, I guess it's more to towards the perception of the people, because this FLNG is very new technology. We are combining, basically it's not really new relatively because we are combining the existing available concept or technology. It's just a matter of modernizing the equipment to be offshore.